Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time of day it is for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Napoleon Total War. I am going to start a Napoleon uh, cam campaigns of the coalition playthrough, um, kind of in honor of Armchair Historian's Master of Command coming out soon. Um, what I am going to do. Um, none, no gameplay options will be selected. Um, Historical game mode. So our objectives are to have East Prussia, Hanover, um, and all these other areas. Basically, all of modern day Germany and uh, Poland, parts of the Baltic states, and the little Russian enclave right there on the sea. So we're going to be playing as Prussia, starting in the year 1805. Standard, just default run-of-the-mill, normal game mode for now. And we will be kicking it off.
The seemingly unstoppable armies of Napoleon are a great threat to all Europe. But for now, Prussia should keep their own council. Britain, Austria, and Russia have requested you join the war effort against Napoleon. But for now, the king prefers to observe the progress of the conflict from afar before acting decisively one way or the other, as German states may be under threat from both France and Austria. As the leading German nation, it is up to Prussia to protect the sovereignty of those states. Perhaps it would be better to annex them yourself to guarantee their independence from French imperialism. The best strategy is to build your armies up to full strength, whilst France and Austria fight it out, then ally with the power who best serves Prussian interests. All the while, the Russian bear looms in the east, eager to sweep the German-speaking parts of Poland into its mighty paw. Whatever happens next, delaying for too long will result in the destruction of Prussian possessions across its rightful homelands, something that must not be allowed to happen.
All right, so our mission issued, construct and build a drill school. So what we're looking for is to build a drill school. But we only have 6,000 currency to work with. So first, we're going to go to diplomatic relations. Are we at war with anybody? No. Cool. I always hit escape for that for some reason. Research. To get to drill school, to build a drill school, we need to get to this. So first things first, go here. That's our gentleman's place right there.
Ich bin so gespannt.
And we're going to deploy our gentleman into there to speed up that research by 1 turn. As well as we're going to spend, let's see, army. What do we got for army here? Musketeers, Grenadiers, Fusiliers. I like the fact that we have a little bit of everybody spread out. Let's look for stuff to increase our economy. Build manufacturing. Alright. So we know Mecklenburg right here has got the Swedes inside their area. So let's go to here. Let's find Mecklenburg. They're a trade partner of us. Okay, cool. Saxony. Let's see if we can't get a trade agreement. So we got a trade agreement with them. Get another trade agreement. See if we can get that. 3 trade agreements going. Portugal. Maybe we can get a trade agreement with them. Awesome. So now all of our naval abilities taken up. Let's see if Austria will trade with us. And for now, we'll gladly accept good old Boney's money to trade with him. Recruitment-wise, can't really do much of anything. Could recruit a unit of Hussars. So I got Cuirassiers and Dragoons. I like to have 4 units of cavalry in my armies. So it's like 4 units of cavalry, 4 units of artillery, and the rest are just smattering of infantry. Usually 60-40 split between light infantry and heavy infantry or standard infantry. As of right now, though, we are done with that. What we can do, we can actually technically march this army here, which builds up this whole force. So, large group. Yeah. Let's see, objectives. Yeah. So we need to take this, this, and this, guaranteed. Alsace-Lorraine, which I believe, yeah, there. Not Alsace-Lorraine. Wantenberg, Bavaria, and then unfortunately we also have to take that from the Austrians. Yeah, so we're most of the way there, but then we gotta take an additional 25, well, like 14 settlements. So we're gonna end the first turn after really just blowing our all of our cash on building up a larger economy. Agent recruited. We got a better gentleman, so we can send that gentleman. Where's our gentleman's location? All the way there. Just to hedge our bets, we're going to devote money into infrastructure. State-owned dirt roads. actually going to cancel that recruitment. So I think what we'll do, we'll save up and get 2 more units of infantry here. And then here, we'll just deploy 2 units of land for militia. War has been declared. Broken up between these 2 nations, the Austrians, the Ottomans. Confederacy of the Rhine. So that sucks. 2 of our objectives are now occupied by France. Really don't want to get into a war with the Swedes, but they've got this army garrisoned right here, and I wasn't sure that Mecklenburg was friendly with the Swedes. They're not. So let's open negotiation. Let's request military access. Demand access for 5 turns. Offer it for 20. So now we can go in there. We can get a little bit of experience. We're gonna just preemptively declare war on the Swedes. Oh. No, we are not. So, other nations. Well, let's negotiations, request alliance. Russia, request alliance. Alright, so we got 1,000 in our treasury for forming that alliance with the Russians. Sorry about that. That'll be my keyboard connecting and reconnecting. Well, disconnecting and reconnecting. Great Britain, we'll just form a... Oh, well, he doesn't want to get an alliance. Minor nations. They don't find the terms acceptable. The Hessians. Let's get Saxony. Ah. Now we got some wiggle room. Going in here and declaring war on Mecklenburg. Their allies would be Denmark. And we're just gonna continue this siege. We've got 3 units of cavalry, 4 artillery. They got 2 and 2. And most of their army is militia. They do have recruited militia and then a bunch of armed citizenry, whereas we have actual trained infantry. So we're going to do that. Recruitment, we're going to actually just pick up 2 units of musketeers. And into the turn. Alright, we got a spy.
Euer Majestät.
Let's send the spy into there. We also have another spy, I believe, right here. Start actively spying on the Austrians. Spend some money to get our infrastructure improved. Yep, construction. Better tax income. East Prussia will build artillery foundry there just to help out. Yeah. Not a lot going on first few turns. It's early February, so we're coming out of winter into the campaigning season.
Was wünscht ihr von mir?
Yep, we almost got all of our gentlemen stacked into there.
Belagerung wird fortgesetzt.
Sweet. So now we've got a full army. 4 units of musketeers. 4 units of Jaegers. Technically, well, yeah. I think that not really Jaegers, they're Fusiliers. And then Grenadiers. And then 2 actual more Grenadiers. I think it's 6. No, whatever, we'll figure it out. So, Louis Ferdinand Prince von Prussian is fighting Emil Bengel. Best spot for my artillery would probably be out of town over here. So we're gonna link them together, make them into a line. Grenadiers. Yeah, that's about right. house to there. Get a nice little thin line going. Now, I could have garrisoned this, like, kind of like it's almost a Hogemont, where the Coldstream Guards during the Battle of Waterloo held themselves up. What's he got moving on over? Yeah, I'm struggling with that. Horse artillery. And
Yes, sir.
oh yeah, I forgot. I'm all horse artillery.
Yes, sir.
Actually, let's do this.
Yes, sir.
No battle time limit. That once my
Leichte Infanterie.
Bereit für Kavallerie!
Infanterie zu Befehl.
I remember the guns. So he's making a little defensive push this way. You may have heard a door slam. That's just my daughter moving around, being sneaky. Or thinking she's being sneaky.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nicht aufgeben, Dragoner! Verflucht! Dragoner
Hunde.
bereit, Sir!
Soldaten, bereit machen.
Dragoner erwarten Befehle, Sir!
Doing cavalry fire. You see that unit is now completely shattered.
Yes, sir.
I don't get it. Sometimes, like the horse artillery, you always abandon a gun when you limber and unlimber. Like it's always been that way. Unit 3, we're gonna bring them over here. For just having that Napoleonic era dance with the infantry. We rotated the battlefield 90 degrees essentially already. When I first started the battle, had I not moved for this hill and actually just moved for this hill, we would have already probably engaged our opponent. Alright, a little bit of fast forwarding.
Infantry.
So this unit hasn't scored much of any way in the way of hits. And route go. Infantry. Still not within cannon range.
Yes, sir.
Scharfschützen auf Position, Sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright. And the battle is now going hot.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Generalstab.
Macht das schnell weg!
Scharfschützen auf Position, Sir. Runter, ihr Narren!
Befehle! Infanterie!
Runter, ihr Narren! Runter, ihr Narren! Sei froh, du bist noch am Leben.
Befehle! Angriff abbrechen! Ja, Sir!
Aufschritt!
Ja, Sir!
Gruppenbefehle! Scharfschützen auf Position, Sir. Du bist noch am Leben.
Infanterie!
Ruhig bleiben, Männer.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Nice little bloody fight for this tree line. Kind of rotated the entire battlefield almost. More or less just danced with them until they harassers can go deal with this horse artillery. The old horse slams into you, sends you flying ragdoll. Well, their general's now falling back. These harassers.
Befehle!
Ooh! Not good. One gun got a round off and killed 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 riders.
Sir!
Bei allem Respekt, Sir. Es gibt bessere Orte als die. Neu formieren! Angriff abbrechen!
Okay, fight's over. Everybody's retreating. It'll end here in a minute. Yep, end of battle. We got a heroic victory. We more or less just danced around the enemy. Wow, a 10-to-1 kill ratio. We want to peacefully occupy them and repair and start infrastructure improvements. Diplomatic features. Now that we have that, we can talk to Denmark, request alliance. Actually, gonna try to request alliance again. And then we're gonna offer them fire in advance. All right, so Denmark's now an ally of the Prussian people. So they'll probably be one of our longest running allies if we can keep them that way. They're a trade partner, as well as an ally now. So keep Denmark happy. Their leader, they do make a lot of money, but I believe Denmark, Christian the Seventh. Not really interested in the Danish-Prussian War of about 60 years later coming out. Trade agreement, they're going to pay us, and they get fire in advance. Yeah. Britain's a naval trade powerhouse, so they will be able to do a lot of trading, taking over the high seas. Yeah, there we go. Got that guy going. Sweet. Agents are
Was
deployed.
wünscht ihr von mir? Ja, Euer Majestät.
And I want to get that upgraded, as well as just looking through any of my economic buildings to see if I can upgrade them. Russia. No, okay, so they have military access to us permanently. Classic economics and drill school. Ottomans want a trade agreement. We'll trade with them too. Really want Hanover. Saxony's a really good target. Probably could let them finish upgrading. The Hessians and the Prussians, which are us. Everybody that I can trade with, I can trade with. Makes me oodles of cash. Yeah, there we go. We should keep growing our economy for a little bit.
Aha, ein Ort des Lernens und der Kultur.
So we got that. Now I need classic economics. Yeah, getting that farm upgraded quickly. What I'll more than likely do is build a fort here at some point and garrison about 8 units of infantry if I can afford it. But until then, the primary army of Prussia is going to move forward, and we're going to exempt them from taxes for a little bit. And they get the better roads initially, so. I don't know if I can march through the woods here and take this spot. I may just request France give me like a transit treaty to punch through to take these guys, and then it would allow me to march south, take them, but also taking Saxony being kind of my next big target. Yeah, the Saxons are doing something. Workers on strike. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Not really making any income. Got to kind of keep getting some troops deployed into the settlement. Well, that'll kind of be the garrison for now. And then army. I do have a second general right here that I can work with. These Jaegers. Start marching them to join the main army over here. Same thing with this. I think I'll relocate these units as well to this other army. Just kind of restructuring my troops. Jaegers being kind of somewhat renowned sharpshooters. Upgrade that. How are we doing on that? Nope, we're gonna keep deploying troops.
Befehl erwarten. Alles bereit machen. Vorwärts, los! Bereit machen und Befehl erwarten. Bereit machen. Euer Majestät. Marsch. Bereit machen und Befehl erwarten.
Garrison Warsaw with a little bit of extra infantry, just in case the Austrians or the Russians view it as a juicy target. Another gentleman. That's great. We're gonna march him all the way to the academy.
Sir, eure Befehle? Bereit für Befehle. Linke Seite. Ihr ergebenster Diener.
Okay, he'll have Jaegers. I think this unit of Jaegers,
Bereit machen.
what we'll do, we'll just disband them to save a little bit of money. We got 1, 2, 3, Prussian Fusiliers, yeah. They're light line infantry, they're not skirmishers.
Ja.
These guys are all skirmishers. Kinda just going through looking for magistrates to upgrade. Okay, and then infrastructure. Nope, no infrastructure to be upgraded. We're gonna bank our cash this round. Division of labor for public schooling. And they want us to break our trade agreement with France. Cool, we'll do that. I think we got the better end of that deal because I can just easily come back in here once I get this complete. Like, we have a rebellion on our hands. Oh, Poland, recruitment.
Melot! Truppen, vorwärts!
I'm going to take my army, we're going to start marching back
Linke Seite. Marsch!
toward Poland.
Ihr ergebenster Diener.
We're going to let Frederick here guard the capital. He's more likely going to march straight down to Warsaw, and then I have to deal with the Polish. After the next battle, I think I'll stop the recording. Yeah, no. Army destroyed. A new nation arises, Poland.
Sir, eure
Yeah,
Befehle.
not for long. It's early July. I'll be able to march right into Poland and take it right back. Get 8 units of standard infantry. That'll be like a little reserve army for
Wie kann ich euch dienen?
my major general.
Post drin.
Poland's going to have a little bit of a hard time existing for very long. Nope, sorry. I I'm not going to agree to a peace treaty with you.
Machen für die Schlacht. Sie sind in der Falle.
No, the winged hussars have arrived.
Sie werden verrotten.
Almost. Slow down.
Let's see, recruitment 4, 5, 6, 8, 4, 8, and I get 2 more troops. I'll have a full stack army there, prepared to defend in this area.
Aha, ein Ort des Lernens und der Kultur.
Yep, let me keep doing that. 4 turns until this guy surrenders.
Siedlung wird belagert.
Sorry, Poland, but really don't want you to exist in this timeline. Get some infrastructure upgrades going. Keyboard died. And, okay, we're back. Okay, so he is choosing to come out and assault me with just a large contingent of militia, 2 armed mobs, 5 cavalry, and 3 cannons. Those are 6-pound foot cannons, so they are a lot slower than my cannons. But it does appear we have the advantage of an open field fight. Yeah, I think we want to take this hill.
Berittene Artillerie!
Cannons again.
Ja, Sir.
We're just going to unlimber them right here. Alright. I don't want to place them like this, even though it's actually a pretty good idea. But they're horse artillery, so having them out mobile allows me to effectively reposition them as needed. My grenadiers.
Ja, Sir. Linie wählen. Ja, Sir.
But yep, I do a double line. We're gonna have first unit hold fire.
Leichte Infanterie zu Befehl, Sir. Kampfgruppe bereit. Linie wählen. Ja, Sir.
Infanterie!
Gruppenbefehle. Kampfgruppe bereit. Linie wählen. Ja, Gruppenbefehle.
Kind of trying to get them to butt up just a little bit closer. You do fall gas charges. mines, but I prefer to do cheval de frise. These things are murder and cavalry. So if you can get some big ones, no. Yeah, something like that. Basically, it gives me a big, huge defensive anti-cavalry line. I'll hold my cavalry in reserve, out of cannon fire.
Yes, sir. Gruppenbefehle! Gruppenbefehle! Laufschritt! Laufschritt! Yes, sir. Gruppenbefehle!
Once again, abandoning the gun. Yeah, no, it didn't abandon the gun. Nice.
Yes, sir. Gruppenbefehle!
Infanterie!
Gruppenbefehle! Gruppenbefehle! Gruppenbefehle!
Leichte berittene Artillerie! Leichte berittene Artillerie! Leichte berittene Artillerie!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Musketiere!
Six. Four.
Befehle!
Gruppenbefehle! Yes, sir.
glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Zbilcie się, idioci! 6-funtówka gotowa! Artyleria! Befehle werden befolgt!
And Poland is no more.
Hurra! Hurra! Belagerung wird fortgesetzt!
We're gonna auto-resolve
Siegreich
this
und stolz!
and peacefully occupy. Alright, we're going to end the turn, and I'll see you guys for episode 2 once this turn is concluded. I'm going to check the pop-up cards. Alright. Prussia, late September, EP1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. If you do enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Please help me help the algorithm as best you can. But once again, this is probably a short-term campaign to tide everyone over until Master of Command comes out. I also have intentions of playing Bannerlord or with a Napoleonic era or the 1700s mod on there, possibly on the European mod. Other than that, have a wonderful day, and please come back for more content.